Washington, D.C. As Canada's Assistant Defense Attaché, working at the embassy. I'm also the Senior Intelligence Officer for Canada to the United States, working with my colleagues at the Pentagon. I've been serving 2/3 of my life so far. I'm 51 years old. You can do the math. I'm sure some of you are very smart here. But I'm here also today not because of those functions, but also because I'm the father of Leah Rose, Stansted College class of 21, Antoine, class of 23, and our baby, as we like to call it, Mathieu, class of 26. His characters asked me to come and say a few words to you today in this very important celebration of remembering our comrades, friends, soldiers, husbands, wives, fathers, uncles who passed away or who've committed, who've had to pay the price of great sacrifice to our country. She asked me to talk about what Remembrance Day meant, but also what military service meant. So I'm going to try to do that. But first I want to ask a question. I would like to know how many of you, if you can raise your hand, have family that have served in the military? Please raise your hand. That's more than I thought, actually. I did not have anybody that served in my family when I decided to join the military years ago. My first memory of Remembrance Day was in the late 70s, early 80s, when my father would take me to Victoria Square in Montreal to attend the Remembrance Day ceremony there. And every year, what I remember, it was that the weather was miserable. As a young kid, I remember seeing older, what looked to me like, crippled veterans from the First, Second World War, but also from the Korean War. I remember looking at them. Some of them looked really sad, but some of them also looked very happy. They were happy because they were able to see each other. They were able to see people that served at different conflicts, and that made them happy. Also, what I remember is the bagpipe playing like today. That sound that resonates through your body and shakes every bone. I remember the lament, the reveille, the trumpet like we had today. For my father and I, this was an exercise of memory and of respect for the sacrifice and the service of those people. Fast forward to 1990, 17-year-old, some of you are that age here, many of you are around that age, graduating from grade 11 in Quebec, I decided to join the military. For me, I did not really know what service meant, military service in particular. I joined the military at that time through the military college, was looking for a challenge, looking to do something different. Also was going to play football, play hockey, and even better, I was going to get paid to go to university. So that, to me, as a 17-year-old, sounded great. But my understanding of what military service meant changed during the following years, the following 5 years in particular. This was the end of the Cold War. Canada was sending soldiers, sailors, airmen, airwomen into the first Gulf War after Iraq invaded Kuwait. It was a period when we were sending peacekeepers in Africa and places like Rwanda when they were facing a genocide. It was when we were sending soldiers to the Balkans and Bosnia and Croatia to stop the killing of innocent people. After my time at the military college in Saint-Jean, I can say that I've had a fulfilling career with multiple tours overseas, including Bosnia in 1998, Kosovo in 1999, Eritrea in Africa. I didn't know where Eritrea was, to be honest with you. I found out very quickly. It's a small country close to Ethiopia. In 2001, just before 9/11. Afghanistan in 2003, Haiti in 2004, Afghanistan in 2005, Haiti in 2006, Afghanistan again in 2009 and 2011, serving in the field of intelligence collection, and special operations. These missions made me realize that military service, what it really meant. I experienced living in war zones, interacting with suffering civilian population. I've witnessed extreme poverty, desperation, hopelessness, terror, pain, sadness, fear, and stress. But I've also experienced an exceptional sense of accomplishment and pride, a sense of belonging, the gratitude of people in need, protecting the weak and vulnerable, and I've witnessed the appearance of light from darkness, hope, and happiness. I realized how lucky I was living in a country like Canada, where we are free and blessed with collective goodness, dealing with what I often refer to as first world problems that are not that big after all when you add perspective. The world we live in today is not safer when I started 34 years ago. The conflicts in Ukraine, Gaza, Lebanon, Yemen, increased tensions around the Korean Peninsula, Eastern Europe, Taiwan, Georgia, just to name a few, are some examples of increased instability that will require people in uniform to serve their countries. Many of my military brothers and sisters who joined me 34 years ago have completed their military journey today. Out of 250 that joined our class, 85 graduated 5 years later. Only 5 or 6 are still serving today, including myself. Some have started business, work in various industries, are enjoying retirement, are disabled, or have paid the ultimate price. They all gave their best years to their country in the service of something greater than themselves, sacrificing time with their loved ones and risking their lives so that others can live. Most of them would tell you that they missed the camaraderie, the sense of purpose, and that they would do it again if they could. If you see a veteran, a serving member, or their family, such as many that we see here today, over the weekend, which is Remembrance Day weekend, Veterans Day weekend in the United States and elsewhere, don't be shy and thank them for their service. They deserve it, and it will mean a lot more to them than you can imagine. This is gratitude, and it's free. Finally, that career would not have been possible without the support of my family, my extended family, my friends, that allowed me to serve, while sacrificing many, 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 many special occasions, special moments that we were not able to have together. I always say that the medals I wear here are not mine. They're my wife's medal. They're my kids' medal. Mathieu, not sure where you are, over there. Merci pour ton support. Mathieu, thank you for your service. Thank you, everyone, for your attention. Have a great day.
You were the youngest Remillard.
Yeah.
What do you think of your dad's big speech?
It was a good speech, yeah. I don't know how I feel about the multiple call-outs, but yeah, I don't know, I'm proud of him. I didn't know he could do that good of a speech in front of so many people.